So that was just a quick look at my automatic shutoff for the player piano. This is still a bit of a mess. Basically what I did is I connected a 12 volt power supply wire. It's kind of janky but it's safe. And then the positive side of the 12 volt is going on the common wire of the switch that is connected for rewind or play. And then the output from rewind is connected to the positive input for my relay thing that I made. And then the negative side of the 12 volt is always connected to the relays. Basically then what I did is, since this switch here does not have multiple sets of contacts, I just wired one of the relays, this first one, to be always on or off when it gets power. So this is acting as the switch now. So it has the same gray, yellow, and orange wires as this did, so that then you can still connect the motor, rewind, or play correctly. Then I have a 450 ohm resistor going from the positive, which is coming from the switch, over to a 1000 ohm or 1000 UF capacitor rated for 25 volts. And then basically the positive of the capacitor is connected to the common of one relay, and then the negative side of the capacitor is connected to the negative of that is always connected. All the relays have negative, and the capacitor always has negative. And then, so we have the common terminal of this first relay with the positive of the capacitor. Then these two black wires here, one of them is coming from the common and the other one is going to normally open, so that if you short the two black wires, it passes power for the relay and keeps itself on indefinitely. So then the output, normally open, is connected to the positive for this relay and the next relay over. The next relay over is just simply connecting these AC lines. One of them is going to the blue wire from the switch up here, and the positive or the hot AC wire for the adapter gets connected here, so that it shuts off when you turn off the switch. So if you stopped it right here after it's rewound, you can just shut it off like normal and it'll discharge. And then the output of that is connected to the other blue wire for the motor control. The major benefit to this really is you don't have anything to do up here. There's nothing. How it operates is I hacked the switch so that it does not have the magnet anymore, and so then it temporarily will bridge power, and this is shorting the relays as I explained, so that then when the rewind pneumatic closes the second time, it will turn it off. Because you notice the rewind pneumatic still operated correctly and told it to rewind. And the capacitor and the resistor here prevent the secondary set of relays to operate until it is charged to power. So it has to actually wait until after this switch is released again so that it can charge the capacitor fully and it's not trying to actually run the relays at the same time. And so then, yeah, basically what it's doing then is just when the roll gets all the way up, obviously the rewind pneumatic has air again because there's no scroll left, and it'll shut it off. And this even will sometimes prevent it from flapping much, because usually for it to actually start flapping hard to get the switch to turn off would be a bit longer than just having air right when the scroll is finished. And yeah. What's really nice about this though is I can go ahead and feed my scroll back on here and press, put it back into play, and it'll automatically start again. There's no reset button. So you can see it works really well as far as my whole system goes. And yeah, it's nice because it's all automatic. And so there, I just shut it off. But yeah, it's much nicer than having the other switch up here. And there's nothing you can see when the piano's going because it's all hidden down here. And so it's just connected to the rewind pneumatic. If you have any questions about this, just let me know. I'm happy to explain more and maybe make a wiring diagram. I just finished this and it's like 1 a.m. because it took me forever to figure out everything in this. So, and I had a bunch of trial and error trying to run the relays and stuff. So, but I'll get this all cleaned up and put it all back together tomorrow. But thank you for watching. If you have any questions, like I said, just let me know.